Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in the time I talked to you just a couple of moments ago, I broke my tripod, but I did at least resolve some of the issue with the glare. So with that, let's get going. Today's video is going to be on a review between the Clarisonc, and this is the Clarisonc Plus, and the Foreo Luna. So a long time ago, not too long ago, I guess, I purchased and fell in love with the Clarisonc. I think it was the Mia at the time, and then I ended up upgrading to this this Clarisonc Plus. I do love it. My favorite color is purple, so I really love the color of this. And when I purchased it, it came with this long body brush, so you could, actually clip this down in it like this. And, of course, you could switch to have different scrubber thingies, and very technical term there, that you can actually move as there's a body one and there's a face one. And I thought that would just be a great idea. I do have to tell you, I've never used the body one, so I cannot speak to that at all, but I can talk to you about just focusing on the face itself. So with that, let's get going. The Clarisonc, let me pop it back out so I can kind of show you. And put this right over here. It usually comes with a scrubby thing. Again, very technical I am today. And you just simply clip it in there. And there it is. It comes with a cover, and you just pop that off. And when you're ready to use it, you simply push this button. And unfortunately, I started using the Luna for a while to test it, and the batteries run out, so I can't show it to you. But when you go to push it, you would push it there, and then this would actually beep 4 different times for your different sections. So you could start on your forehead, and it would let you know when it was time to move on to the various different areas of your face. And I did enjoy that. Now I will say that when you first start using it, it does seem to be a little overwhelming and very strong on your face. I did find it, I've talked about my skin being very sensitive. I did find it to be almost overwhelming on my face. But it did a wonderful job, and it does definitely take care of the impurities on your face, but I did find it to be a little, a little rough, and I know that there have been some complaints about it. I don't think that it's necessarily an issue from Clarisonc. I do think it's an issue for people with really sensitive skin. So I kind of used it on a hit or miss. I like the Mia. This one did seem a little bit stronger for me. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love it and would continue to use it, so that's not an issue at all, but I did find I didn't use it like every day like everyone else did. It's more of a, kind of a once a week thing for me to kind of get, what my regular routine might miss. So then I came across something called the Foreo Luna. I was very interested in it. I actually saw it on like an HSN or a QVC was the first place I noticed it, and I thought it was kind of cool, and I wanted to give it a try. So this is it. It's a much smaller by comparison. Let me see if I can get both of those in there. So a lot smaller for traveling purposes. I thought it would be really great. Now this one actually sits into a base to charge itself up, and it does have quite a long, I didn't have to, it would like a couple of months, but again, I was only using it for like once a week or maybe twice a week. Now this one, it's a little cord that plugs in right there, and you can go 6 months using it every day. This battery definitely lasts quite a bit longer. And the battery hasn't run down on this one, even though I do use this really regularly. I probably use it. I don't know that I use it every day because I am one of those real quick with a rag and washing it. But I do use it every other day at least, depending on whether I'm traveling or what's going on in my life. Now I'm going to turn this on so you can hear it. It only has it has 2 settings on it, so I don't know if you can hear that at all. It's not too loud, but that's the high setting. You push it one more time, and then that's the low setting, and then one more to turn it off. The thing that I really love about the Luna, with the Clarisonc, of course you have these heads that you have to switch out. Now, these, of course, get bacteria, and you have to switch them out a lot. And as you know, my dear friends, I am quite OCD. And so I was constantly switching those out because, you know, if it gets bacteria, it's going to freak me out a little bit. I love this because it does not collect bacteria. You do not have to continue to replace them. They're just so lovely feeling. Let's try to get that kind of close so you can see them. Then I'll show you the back side. So, you know, it's always there and it's cleanable and you don't have to worry about the bacteria. So I just thought that that was absolutely lovely. The one thing that it does not do is after you've been using it, like it takes you through the different sections, but I'm really okay with that. I'm kind of a grown girl and I know how to work it here and then work it here, work it here, work it here. So I do find it really great. Now here's the one thing that I would say for the Luna itself is that it doesn't seem as powerful as the Clarisonc Plus. For me, that's a really good thing. It doesn't disturb my skin as much. I don't feel like my skin's been tortured when I use it. And for me, that's really fantastic. I think I prefer this little device because it's small and I can pack it easily and I can travel with it. And the charge lasts an incredibly long time, and I also need that. And it doesn't bother my face as much. Now, here's something I will tell you for both of these little things. Neither one of them are bad. If you think that maybe you're even more OCD than I am and you think, oh, I don't know that these nubbies can be cleaned on a regular basis and I want to change something out, you know, this might be your thing. Or maybe you don't have sensitive skin and you really want something that's going to get in there. If you have maybe acne and you want something that goes to the next level, this is your guy. And again, excuse me, I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just saying that I think I prefer this. Now, the great thing that's kind of strange, I do on occasion have sinus issues, so for any of you sinus sufferers, I live in the South with all the flowers and the good pollen that falls on your cars. It will get a little puffy here sometimes in life, and when I go to clean and I use this, it actually feels like it torments the sinus cavity a little bit, and I will start sneezing, and it will kind of loosen up and do what it needs to do. This one probably does that even on a greater scale. This one, it just means business with whatever it's doing. So, you know, I hope that this review has been helpful for you. Great product. Would love it if someone said happy birthday or Merry Christmas. I love the idea that you can actually do this. And then, you know, you can reach your back without struggling too awfully hard. I just personally, I don't know why I never did it, but I never did. So there it is, just as nice and pretty as if it were new because, well, it kind of is. It's never been used. But when it comes to this, I love it. It's my favorite. I throw it everywhere. It travels with me. I'm actually pretty rough with it. You know, I toss it in there, or sometimes I just toss it in my cosmetic bag if I know I'm going to be someplace where, like if it's hot, you know, down here in the South in the summer, it just gets kind of miserable. And, you know, maybe I want to take some soap and just kind of freshen up. I use this all the time, anywhere, and I've never had an issue. Nothing's broken. It still looks lovely and quite new. And I think it's just the best thing since peanut butter and jelly. The only thing that I would say as an update is Nordstrom happens to have one that's about 1/4 of the size. Like it's literally this big, like just like this area right here. And it's built for traveling or in your purse. And I don't remember, but I want to say that it was somewhere around like maybe $30, $39. I want it. That is on my list of next things to do. I know I just did a Nordstrom haul, and I don't know why that didn't make its way into my happy bag, but it didn't. But I can guarantee you I'm going to go ahead and get one. And when I do, we'll do a big versus its little sister, and we'll see how that does. But until then, this is the one that I'll be using on a regular basis. Hope this was helpful to you. And if you have one or the other and have any thoughts about them, please leave them in the comments. I would love to read them. I want to always hear from you guys, and I'm very interested and respectful of your thoughts and feelings. So just share them with me. I definitely want to hear. If you enjoyed what you're seeing today, please give me a thumbs up so that I know that I'm doing something right. And if you would, please subscribe, because Lord knows we all want subscribers, and I'd love for you to come back. If you come back, we get comfortable, we become friends, and you tell me a little bit about you so I can know about you just like you're learning about me. Take care, have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon.